Yo, we live. Casual boxing talk. Scooter Powell, the casual boxing fan. What's good, Brody?
What's good on the ropes boxing in the building out here on this cold day, 30-degree day outside?
Yeah, man. It's like a great night of boxing last night, man. Great night of boxing. DC came, represented well. Yo, it was a great night of boxing, man.
Hey man, Baltimore on my neck, Slim.
Oh, for real? For
They
real?
said pick a side, nigga. They said pick a side, my
I mean, you
dude.
picked the side. Everybody know what side you picked. Yo,
I did. Well, like what? Why they mad, man? Cause I picked my DC nephew over the Baltimore nephew. Still my
yo,
nephews at the end of the day. I knew both.
you were the only dude I know that was riding with Lamont like that, bro. The only dude like you stood on it, man. You stood on it. Even though you didn't win the bet, you still believed in Youngin.
I felt, man, he did enough to win that fight, man.
I mean, it's debatable. Some people will say that the draw is the draw. And hold on.
But you good?
Yeah, I put a do not disturb on so the phone don't interrupt. Yeah, so but now what was you saying though, man? What was you saying? Cause I want to hear what you think about certain things, man. Because we was covering it last night about that. So I be seeing in the comments, some people are saying that he did not tell Calvin Ford to shut up
Yeah,
in the
yeah. I
corner.
went back and okay, let's go back and look at that. I went back and looked at that fight. Uh, it was the word. I think the word was "shut up" used because at the
Shut
time
up, man. Yeah, there we
Barry
go.
was talking. Barry was talking to him. I seen you that. I send that to you. Barry was talking to him at the time, and it was just a lot going on in the corner, man. To be honest, I don't look at it as nothing more than that. Just a lot of confusion that was going on at the time.
So the corner, it was absolute madness in the corner, right?
That's how you felt.
Yeah, but I'm asking you though, from your opinion, right? Because you've actually been in the locker rooms, right, and seen the vibe and felt the vibe of like a Tank Davis squad going to war, right? And so you would have more of an insight to this than me. You know what I'm saying? So I want to know what you think about it because I could tell you what I think about it, but you know what
In my
happened when I get to
in my
talking.
in my in my opinion, and I posted this on Instagram. I felt that Coach Calvin should have been the head trainer for the fight, man. It's just something different when it's Coach Calvin, man. You can see in times in fights, man, that Coach Calvin say certain things to Tank, man, and he respond. Put the knife in him, man. It was urgent response. Like what he do, man. He went out there and did what he had to do, man. So, and you can see it at times Coach Kenny really wanted to say something too, man. Like he saw certain things probably in that fight, man, and wanted to say something to make adjustments, but Barry was the head.
Yo, okay. Yo,
And I
salute
go
to Willie Thomas. Salute to Greg Williams.
I go back to the Pitbull Cruz fight. Like I was telling people, man. I said, when was the
Salute to
only
Cali
time, man?
Tech Lee. Now go ahead. I was just saluting to the chat, shouting out the chat.
Oh, salute to the chat. Remember, they was staying on my necks about that. Said, man, only other time in recent fights that Tank with the distance was the Pitbull fight. Who was a part of that? Barry Hunter.
So are you
To
saying
me, it's oh my bad. I was just gonna finish my take, but I was just gonna say, to me, man, Coach Cal and Coach Kenny is the best duo when it comes for Tank.
my
I
favorite team in
understand that they do
boxing?
stuff with Barry. I understand that they do stuff with Barry, like pre stuff before they get to Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, but that didn't happen this time. I don't believe, man.
It's my favorite team in boxing, man. It's my favorite team in boxing. And then to see him tell that man to shut up, and then like the on board disrespect, right? Of bringing like saying you're gonna go to war with two generals. You know what I'm saying? It was a clown show, in my opinion.
What was the word you used last night? Too many Chiefs and not enough
And not
Indians.
enough Indians. Yeah,
It,
it's
it
too many Chiefs and not enough Indians, man. It was weird. It was crazy. It was a sitcom. That's right, Greg Williams. It was Martin. It was the Martin show. was Martin Lawrence, man.
I was very impressed with Lamont last night, man. I tried to tell people, man. He got a chin. He can take a punch, and he can give it back.
Hey, I'm still going to go on record as saying the reason that performance happened is not because Lamont is sharp and a disciplined boxer, right? It's because he had something that other Tank opponents didn't have, and which was that, right? He had, I'm not talking about, because he had a solid corner with solid advice with his dad, solid, right? I'm talking about he had Hollywood Tank Davis pull up to the fight, unfocused.
Not Hollywood Tank Davis. What you mean by that? Hollywood?
Unfocused. Hollywood Tank Davis got 2 head trainers, right? Hollywood Tank Davis, right, gets Jerry curl juice in his eyes. He takes a knee, like James Brown on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Not James Brown.
The nigga stopped in the middle of the fight, did a split, right? Then wiped his eyebrow and went back to fighting, right? Hollywood Tank Davis is like, nigga, don't touch me in a boxing match. Nigga, get off me. Don't touch me. He complains to the ref, this nigga hitting me and shit in a boxing match.
Not
This Hollywood.
complaining.
Yo, no other Tank opponent has had this version of Tank Davis. That's a fact, right? No other Tank opponent has had Hollywood Tank Davis go back to his corner and tell Calvin Ford to shut up. Like, no other Tank Davis opponent has had that luxury.
So you calling him Hollywood Tank at this point right now?
For this fight, for the Lamont Roach Jr. versus Gervonta Tank Davis fight, we saw Hollywood Tank Davis, a version of Tank we have never seen. He even fought different. Hollywood Tank Davis forgot what round it is.
Yeah. Oh, speak on that, man. He didn't know the fight was over.
And I blame the corner for that. The corner, the fact that man was in the last round, he thought he was in round 8, says that the corner fumbled big time. Big time. The corner, like I was saying last night, man, it looked like Martin, man. It looked like Tommy and Cole was in his corner. And both of them wanted to be the head trainer. So they had to tell Cole to shut up, man. Cole, shut up, Cole.
Damn.
That's a fact. That's a fact. He took a solid brother like Calvin Ford, right? And like embarrassed him. You know what I'm saying? And Calvin's so solid, he up there worried about Tank. It ain't even about him. He's still trying to give him solid advice, and he told the man to shut up. That's not Tank. That's Hollywood right there, bruh. That's Hollywood.
It's crazy because I'm so used to like when I'm being around because Coach. I remember at one point Coach Calvin in the corner was like hit something because he used to like why you calculating data, man. I want you to hit something. I heard him say it, man. That shit was crazy, man. So like again, I'm so used to Coach Calvin being the head trainer. So yeah, I ride with Coach Calvin. Told people that, man.
Oh, okay, Dr. Jones, he came back and said that was a joke. Dr. Jones said Haney sleeps them both, right? And then so I saw that while you was talking. I was like, wow, the Haneyacks are here. Then he came back. You know what I'm saying? LOL, that's a joke. All right, hilarious. Dr. Jones, that shit's hilarious, bro.
Here it is, man. I'm gonna say this once, and I'm gonna say it again. Styles make fights, man. Tank is still a pound for pound beast, no question denied. But last night, he faced a patient fighter, a counterpuncher like himself, man, who wasn't gonna rush. At one point, he almost got baited by Tank and into a scrap. Like I said, he had great communication in the corner with his dad and Ben's dad, Big Ben. They told him, man, don't get baited into that, man. Stick to the game plan. And what he do, man? He got back and stuck to the game plan, man. So shout out to Lamont Roach Sr., man, being a real coaching boxing dad coach, man. You want a good example, man? He one of them. He one of them.
Hey, there's no denying. Like Lamont Roach came up, right? Big time. But like I said, he wasn't fighting Gervonta Tank Davis that night. Last night, he was not, man. Greg Williams says Zombie Haney beats that version of Tank from last night. So Zombie Haney beats Hollywood Tank Davis. Would you agree? Zombie Haney at 135, undisputed, meets Hollywood Tank Davis.
I still got Hollywood Tank.
Two head trainers.
Hollywood Tank all day.
Stops in the middle of the fight to wipe the sweat off his
The reason I
forehead.
say that, man, Lamont, I try to tell y'all, man, he's a very experienced, gritty, smart, ring IQ fighter, man. I tried to tell you, man. Now the world get to see it, man. I've been around both, man. People's on my neck in my area. Pick a side. I mean, stay on that side. Well, don't be mad, man, because I rock with both. I know both. It is what it is. Pick my DC nephew. DC all day. DC over Baltimore nephew. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. It is what it is. And I'm still cool with my peoples at Upton, man. Let me tell you.
The
I
thing about it,
got to say this though, because you know, been around Tank, man. By me picking Lamont, I lost money. And what I mean by that is I lost money on coverage, man. As far as me doing the stuff I do with Tank, man, and his coverage during fight time.
are you sure about that? Because Calvin wasn't giving no interviews.
What you mean?
You get your coverage through Calvin.
Facts.
That nigga wasn't involved.
And that's why, again.
So you weren't
This
gonna get
time,
the coverage no way.
see, I don't know that. I don't know. I
Man,
just know.
man,
I
man,
mean,
if you'd have pulled,
I
man,
don't know what to say. I don't know what to
if
say
you'd
on
have
that.
pulled
I
up in
picked.
Headbangers, you'd have pulled up in Headbangers. Tank wouldn't have wanted you up in there.
I could have rolled the headbangers if I wanted to, though.
Yeah, but Tank wouldn't have wanted you up in there around him.
Again, that's right. I stayed on one side. I
Yeah,
ain't played
so
both sides of the fence. I never played both sides of the fence. You never seen me do not one interview with Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny during the time of leading up to this fight. You ain't haven't seen me on the other side at the gym or none of that, man. I stayed 10 toes down with Lamont, man. I just chose a side on this one, man.
hey, so
And
check
again, I
this
ain't
out,
like the
man.
fact. Now another thing, I ain't like the fact that Berry was a head trainer. I didn't like it.
All right,
Like I said, his best efforts come with Coach Calvin, Coach Kenny, in my opinion.
all right, so check this out, right? So moving forward, right? Like I like the Willie Thomas question, man. It's like, what do you think the next fight like? Like, I don't think it's gonna be a next fight like the
Nah, I
Willie
don't
Thomas.
either.
Like I look at it like a rap beef, right? Like, okay, so say if you in a rap beef, right, and you a rapper who got a bigger following and you take a L, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, not even Drake and Kendrick. Let's just say Jay-Z and Nas. What do you got to do? You got to go make a hit. You got to say, all right, forget it. Like, that beef is over. I'm going back to making money songs. So I think Tank got to jump right to the money fight now. Don't even rematch this dude, man.
Nah,
Yeah, let him shine.
I think honestly, let's be honest. I think, man, he can get himself a fight with Shakur next. That'd be a good fight. Him and Shakur next.
Yeah, Lamont versus Shakur. That's gonna be
They
an
both
easy
just,
fight to make.
yeah.
Eddie Hearn will pay him for that fight. To get
Just think
a
about it.
Gervonta opponent.
Think about it. Shakur just fought and Lamont just fought.
Yeah,
Easy fight to make next. Easy fight to make next.
Eddie Hearn to give him a bag. Yo, he'll make a few M's for that fight, right? Eddie
I
Hearn to give
like
him a
it.
bag for that.
I totally like it, man. I wonder what his with them Instagram numbers looking like for Lamont, man. When I did the interview with him, I told him he was sitting at 67,000, man. He should be at the six figures right now on Instagram, man. Got a
So
lot of
yo,
people's he got a
if
lot of
Lamont,
people's respect on last night, man.
all
They
right,
know
so
he a dog.
135, Lamont Roach Jr. versus Shakur Stevenson. Who you got and why?
Again, I got my dog on Lamont Roach Jr., man.
I think his feet too slow to keep up with Shakur in that jump back. That jump back, that's the most lethal jump back in boxing.
I mean, it's all well and good, man, but I said I got Lamont.
Got Lamont in that. I ain't mad at the pick. I'm just saying I
I'm
got
just going
Tua in
by.
that.
I'm just going by what I seen last fight, man. He going with 9 with electrician. I know damn well Lamont wouldn't have went 9 with no electrician.
He was
Not
touching that
that. Not that
electrician
electrician.
up. He was
He
touching
would
that
have had him
electrician
out
up.
within 4 rounds. He would have had him out of there
He was touching the electrician up, man. Come on now.
with no power.
He was still touching him up. He's Shakur Stevenson.
He didn't get him out of there, man. That's one of them fights, man. That's one of them fights. Real talk, man. When you first start boxing and you looking for your first opponent, he sort of like that.
But you ain't hearing what I'm saying, right? So that's Shakur Stevenson. So that's a part of what he does, right? So it's a guarantee that the fight's going the distance if you got some skills. You feel what I'm saying? If you don't have a day job, the fight, the likelihood is it may go the distance, right? So Shakur Stevenson against Lamont Roach is a good fight. And I say Shakur Stevenson got it off of sheer footwork, right? Sheer footwork. Shakur Stevenson beats him off that alone.
Let me tell you something, man. Can we agree? Tank is a superior boxer. Yes or no?
To who?
Now I'm asking you: is Tank a superior boxer? Yes or no?
To who? Compared to who?
No, just in general. That we just saying in general. Is
Oh
he
yeah,
a superior?
he's a generational talent. Yeah.
Now you see how Tank likes to set people up, right? This shows you the mind presence of Lamont in that fight.
Lamont did nothing spectacular, bro. He stuck to the game.
Yeah,
He
he
kept
did.
his mind. He
I'm gonna
kept his
tell you
head in
how
the game. He
couple
did
of
nothing
things he did.
spectacular.
Couple of things he did. He stayed patient. Number one. Number two, he didn't allow to get baited into that corner. Tank likes to.
All right, so I'm gonna finish.
Shit. I gotta.
I'm gonna respond to
Oh,
what
hold
you
on,
were
hold on, hold on,
saying.
hold on.
I'm gonna respond to what you were saying. I'm gonna respond to what you were saying because you was going out. You going out. We can hardly hear you. All right, so you can't really compare. You can't really say that. Like Lamont was
Hold on, hold
patient.
on. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back.
Like,
So let me finish. No, hold on. Let me finish. Let me
all right,
finish.
go ahead, go ahead, go
So
ahead.
So Lamont did something. He didn't allow Tank to bait him into them corners. Remember, I told you in previous lives way back. I said, man, stay away from them corners, man. Bring him back out to the center of the match, man. You was like, nah, man, that ain't good. Bringing them out there to exchange. As you can see, as the fight went on, when Tank got to the late rounds, in the beginning he was boxing. Later rounds, they both sat down on their punches, man. That's what you got to do. Tank tried to bait you to use all your punches early, man, and Lamont didn't do it, man. He waited for the counter. He was very patient, man. Great strategy, great game plan, in my opinion.
Uh,
And even
that,
though
that
your boy got some
that's all
got that
true.
soul glow
That's
juice
all
in his
true.
eyes,
But at
man,
the same
that was
time,
still should have been counted the 8 count.
so that's all true. But at the same time, Tank lost that fight. Lamont didn't win that fight. You feel what I'm saying? It's a because Tank clearly went in there not focused on some goofy shit with his training, right? And it was clear as day, right? And he went in there and he wasn't taking shit serious at all. He didn't take the press conferences serious, right? I don't think he took the boxing training serious. I think he took the workouts serious, right? He was getting in good physical condition, but his head was somewhere else. And he was telling people that.
Hold up.
His whole
You just
mindset
said he
was
was in the
out.
best shape of his
No,
life.
you had
Hold
your
up.
take.
That
Now
don't
it's
make
my
no
take.
sense. That don't
No,
make
no, it
sense.
was you had your take. It's my take, right? So check
Go
it.
ahead. Go ahead.
His head wasn't in the game. The whole fucking fight, his head wasn't in the game, doing no parts of this camp, and that's apparent. He was thinking about fighting Jake Paul while getting ready to fight Lamont Roach, and even his he was probably going through therapy. Like he's actually probably dealing with his mental issues, and he was warning people about this shit, right? It'll cause me to kill it that's inside me, right? So to look at the way he was approaching the press conference, like, oh, bro, okay, so you're gonna see a comparison video I got. Look at the way he was talking to his opponent. This wasn't the same guy, right? And he went in the ring. He wasn't the same guy, and he was disrespectful to Calvin. He had some goofball shit happening in his corner, some Tweedledee and Tweedledum type shit, some
Not Tweety.
Heckle and Jekyll type shit.
Oh my
Was
God.
going off on that in that corner. Some Tommy and Cole type shit, right? Straight goofball shit, right? Like, so he's getting no solid advice. He never took camp serious, right? He's stopping the fight to wipe sweat off his forehead,
I'm
nigga.
confused though. But how he not taking Cam serious when he came in the best shape of his life, according to you, right?
You
And
ain't just
me,
hear what
we
I
both.
just said? You wasn't paying attention? I said he's working out, right? So he's getting his physical fitness in, but I don't know how serious he was taking the boxing training. That's what I'm saying. So it's clear as day. This shit was obvious as fuck. And the whole time, dude is telling people he's going through some mental illness issues. He's screaming to the top of his lungs he needs a mental illness break. And he went into that fight and proved it. That was not Gervonta Tank Davis. That was Hollywood Tank, the goofball ass nigga, right? Don't touch me, nigga. Ref, you touch me, nigga.
What? Wait a minute.
Right?
What?
Real talk. That was Hollywood Tank, baby. Like, yo, hold up. I'm sweating. Hold up. Boom, take a knee. Yo, where my towel? On some James Brown shit, right? You know how James Brown used to stop in the middle of the show? They put the coat over his shoulders. You know what I'm saying? He get up, please, right? And then they wipe his brow, and he back
Oh
at
my
it.
God! You not lying, Slim?
He
Oh my
did that
God!
shit. That's Hollywood Tank, nigga. That's not Gervonta Tank Davis. Gervonta Tank Davis doesn't have two trainers in his corner and telling Calvin Ford to shut the fuck up.
You ain't say shut the fuck up. He just said shut.
That's not Gervonta Tank Davis, bruh.
You add that extra.
Them niggas in Baltimore looking at him the same way Gucci Mane niggas was looking at him when he came out of jail. They like, yo, this is a clone. Nigga, this ain't
Yeah,
Tank.
clone
Nigga,
tank.
no,
That's a
Tank been
clone tank.
cloned, nigga. They got Tank, nigga. Nigga, they got Tank, the Illuminati, nigga. Nigga, the Illuminati, nigga. Like I'm telling you.
Yo,
You telling me
that's
that was
why I
Tank
said the
Davis?
Illuminati.
That was not Tank, bruh. It was the same, it was probably the same niggas that got Gucci Mane, bruh. The same niggas.
You know, one thing I did, you notice right in between the rounds, he kind of dapped him up. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with Tank? Coach Cal probably would have smacked him, or Coach Ken like, man, what are you doing? What the
Yeah,
hell is you doing?
way too much respect for his opponent, right? And then just doing goofy shit in the fight, bruh. Just all together. Like none of that shit was Gervonta Tank Davis. I don't know who that nigga was, bruh.
Remark Cleveland.
He say, stop it. Your boy's starting to run out of cherry picks. Yo, bruh. And
That was,
bruh,
hey,
Lamont Roach Jr. was obviously a cherry pick gone wrong, right?
I tried
I
to
ain't
tell
denying
y'all
none
he
of that
wasn't a
shit.
cherry goddamn pick. I tried to tell you.
Nah, but what I'm talking about is the behavior all the way up into the fight.
You say
Like
he was acting
the
real
nigga
Hollywood,
different,
huh?
man. The nigga different, man.
He was acting Hollywood, man.
Come on, man. I mean, like you saw the shit. You saw that shit. Yo, 901 Dre saying he wasn't a cherry pick. Obviously, nigga.
Yeah, now they saying that. Obviously,
Obviously.
now y'all saying that shit.
Yeah.
Y'all was on my neck laughing and shit, all the emojis. I remember that shit, man. Y'all was on my
Hood Rich
neck.
saying he was never a cherry pick. I mean, like, yeah, everybody on it now.
Yeah, everybody saying it now, man. Y'all on that bullshit,
Yo,
nigga. Y'all was all on
you
my
the only
neck
one. Yo,
laughing
you the
at
only
me,
one
doing
I'm gonna stay
memes.
solid
Y'all
on
was
that
doing
with.
memes and all types of shit on my ass, man. Fuck all y'all.
Katone saying they done with Hollywood Tank, bro. Exactly. Yo, Chandler World. Tank didn't take that fight seriously. I'm telling you, he was already looking forward to the Jake Paul fight. He had it scheduled, man. He had that shit scheduled. He woke up that morning, right? Hollywood Tank woke up that morning, right? Went to camp with two head trainers, not listening to none of them, right? He already got it planned in his schedule, nigga. Knock Lamont Roach out at 11:40, right? Call out Jake Paul, get a bag, right? Go to Paris, relax, like for 2 years, come back to a bigger bag. And like Lamont Roach fucked all that up.
Yeah,
He
he
clearly
spoiled the
fucked that
party.
up.
Hey, Slim, he spoiled the party. Because you know he was going to do that Jake Paul call out because you saw the tweet that Jake Paul had did. So
Fucked up a
that
bag.
gave you an indication, man, that he was about to try to run it and get that crazy bag with Jake Paul, man. But again,
He's still gonna go
Lamont
for it
broke
though.
all that up, Slim. Lamont broke all that up, fucked the whole bag up.
I,
Well,
I
I don't
don't
know. He
think he
might not
did.
though. He
I don't
might
think
not
he
though
did.
because
I
he
don't
still
think he
might do
did.
it.
I think the fight's still gonna happen. The
I
Jake
think
Paul
so too.
Tank fight. You
I don't.
Hollywood Tank, man. You gotta fight Jake Paul.
I don't run it back with Lamont.
He not going to, man.
I
Like
don't
Al
see it.
Haymon,
I don't
I,
see it.
I guarantee you, man. Al Haymon like is in there, like man, ain't no way in hell you running it back with this nigga.
Nah,
Ain't
they ain't
no
gonna.
way in hell. He was like, man, I knew I shouldn't have listened to y'all niggas, man. We shouldn't even have booked this fight.
You saying they ain't listen to Al again?
I don't know, man. I'm
You
thinking
suspect that?
everybody thought Lamont Roach was a cherry, right? And like, yo, I did too,
Not
right?
me. Not me.
I did too. Everybody did, right?
Not me.
So the thing is, it's like, how did that fight help Tank? None of that. He didn't make. He didn't. I mean, he probably got paid a little bit, but not like he's supposed to be getting paid.
Hey, bruh.
Fresh
If
off of
anything,
1.4 million pay-per-view buys, right? Then you thought toss a bone to your man Earl Spence and fight his fighter. You do like 350, right? But you Tank Davis. These are big money. So man, he got big money fight potentials, right? But now it's all getting fucked up.
hey man, yeah, man. Much respect to my dog, man, Lamont, man. He showed people, man, what he made of, man.
Tank lost that fight more than Lamont won that fight, bro.
If you Lamont, right, you had the opportunity. Do you run it back with Tank or do you take the Shakur fight next? If
You
you had
do
a choice, Tank or
whatever
Shakur,
the most money on, whatever the most money on, right?
I think he'll get the bigger bag. To be honest, with the Shakur fight, Eddie will pay for that.
That's what I'm saying. Whatever get the most money, right? Because right now, as long as he the nigga that fought Tank to a draw, he's already worth more money.
I'm gonna read what Greg said. Bro, Lamont dad said he got books on Tank from the amateurs. Shake my head. Bad opponent, spar him plenty of times, fought him twice. Bad opponent, Al Heyman didn't book that. You agreeing with my brother over there? He felt like Al didn't agree with that fight, man. Again, I'm gonna give a little side bit for the people here today, man. Again, they have history. I tried to tell y'all that 2012 Golden Gloves, Lamont Roach Sr. was coaching Tank when he won the 2012 Golden Gloves because Coach Calvin wasn't available at the time.
Hey, yo, I got a question for you. What happens when you let a fighter get too familiar with you, right? Or a fighter who's so familiar with you? What could happen? Antonio Tarver versus Roy Jones can happen, right?
Yeah.
That can happen, right? Manny Pacquiao versus versus damn man, what's my man name again? Marquez. No, that was my man name again, man. Yeah, Juan yeah, Marquez. Manny Pacquiao. Put him to sleep. So like Tank should not fight Lamont no more. He should leave that fight alone. And on top of that, the nigga's head is too big, man. He got a head like a xenomorph.
Who you talking about?
Lamont Roach.
Both of them got big heads, man. Both
That
of them
nigga,
got big heads, man. That's what
that
I told
nigga's head
about.
is abnormally big though. It's shaped like a xenomorph.
But look at Tank head, that thick skull he got on the side.
No,
Man,
no,
you
no.
don't
You
go
hear
get.
what I'm saying though. So like I'm saying, so like leave that nigga alone, right? That nigga obviously like it's just like just leave that nigga alone. Let him have his run, right? Fight that nigga later. Don't rematch that nigga. Lamont Roach is a dangerous fight for Tank Davis. He respects him too much. He done had a mean streak with him, right? And like that's real talk, bro.
I'm gonna be 100. He did. I saw that, man. Like you said, in between the rounds, he didn't have the mean streak. dapping it up a little bit. I wasn't used to that. But I
Yep.
think what it is, to be honest with you, I think, man, Lamont gained Tank's respect, man, especially when he was sitting down on the punches and ate it. I think that's all that was, to be honest with you. He
No,
like,
look
damn.
at the size. Look at the size of that nigga's head, man. I don't think many people could knock him out.
You talking about Lamont?
Yeah.
Nah, I told you he had a chin, man. I
No,
told you that.
it's all the dude. I'm telling you, he probably has like an abnormally thick skull, man.
It can't be thicker than Tank's.
No,
I told
his
him, work
skull,
Tank
man.
body.
Like
Work
I'm
that
telling you.
body, man. Work Tank body, man. That's your best shot. Work the body. You saw he complained about that shit, too. He was complaining to the referee about them body shots, yeah. Like I said, work the body. I said that shit. Stay away from his head, man. I ain't doing nothing. It was good, to sting him up a little bit, but work that body. That was your best bet. Slow him down.
Yeah. So yeah. Tank, it don't make no sense for Tank to rematch. Oh, so if Tank cared about legacy, he rematch him, right? But Tank don't give a fuck about legacy.
Nah, he on to the next. He waiting. He money fight time now.
And as you should, man, as you should, especially if he's going through mental illness issues, right? And he needs to take a break. Before you do that, you got to get to a bag.
Yeah.
That's real. LaCoy thrower. Tank can't take them body shots. Mark Cleveland. Tank only care about that bag.
All the stuff I told y'all people, man. I tried to tell y'all. But y'all be listening to all them other YouTubers that really don't know.
Yo, year two is saying they saying Pitbull was next. Was the one in Tank locker room. Nah,
No,
bro.
nah, bro. He
Yeah,
putting that
yeah,
bullshit.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
bullshit.
Pitbull was there for
Bullshit.
Rayo Valenzuela, my nigga.
Must be a Pitbull fan right there, man. That's some bullshit.
Yeah. Pitbull is done with the Tank. Once he lost to Rayo Valenzuela, the Tank fight ended. Any
And
chances of it ended right there.
he dropped that bag.
Yeah. So he was basically there for the winner of Rayo Valenzuela, Gary Antoine Russell. That's what Pitbull was there for. Yeah, Mark Cleveland. Al Heyman is an advisor. Yeah, very powerful advisor, but yes, an advisor. That's a title that allows him to move around more freely.
Here we go. Tank and Delisant. That's not a big fight. He ain't doing that fight, man. Greg said Tank versus Edwin De Los Santos. That ain't happening. That ain't a big fight.
I mean, that happens if Tank cared about legacy.
What did I tell you? Get his bag and get out. I've been telling y'all that since the beginning. Since I've been covering. I
So
guess y'all
my
ain't
thing
believe me.
now, right?
Y'all
So
ain't believe me.
I'm gonna tell you this, right? If I'm Bob Arum, so if you Bob Arum, do you roll the dice and give Keeshawn Davis the Tank?
Tank
That's a
hurt that
huge
boy.
roll of the
Tank
dice
hurt
right
that
there.
boy. Tank hurt that boy. No disrespect to Keyshawn, but he ain't got the ring experience that I believe, man, for Gervonta Tank Davis yet.
Yeah,
Because he gonna make some.
Javante Tank
I feel.
Davis.
I feel he gonna make some mental mistakes, man, where he gonna get caught slipping.
Oh, time out. Javante Tank Davis, yes. But what about Hollywood Tank?
Damn.
Two
See,
head coaches.
I keep forgetting there's two tanks. Like you said, you got the Gorilla Tank and Hollywood Tank.
Yeah, two head coaches, right? Hollywood Tank.
Damn.
Nigga,
I
stop the
don't
fight.
know.
Nigga, stop the fight. I gotta wipe the sweat off my forehead. Hollywood Tank, that nigga. Does Keeshawn Davis beat that nigga? Because I got Keeshawn Davis beating the dog shit out that nigga that fought last night. The nigga that don't know what round it is.
I don't even know what to say on that, man.
Imagine Keeshawn Davis coming in with them body shots, right? Hollywood Tank, nigga, don't touch me. Right? Ref, he hitting me.
I would have to go with the same. Can he take the shots like Lamont take? I know Lamont got a chin. He got a chin. He got a chin. I don't know. I need to see that chin chest. That chin tested. I need to see it. We know Lamont get chin is tested. He proved that shit last night.
Hey, so check this out, man. Like you know boxing, right? And I know Lamont's your man, but we talking about Keeshawn Davis, my nigga.
I
Imagine
hear.
no. Like I told you, Lamont Roach Jr. got handed a gift. That gift was Hollywood Tank, right? Two head coaches. Don't listen to neither one of them, right? They got the Bible in your corner in there, but he can't talk, right? The fight gets stopped because I got head grease in my eyes, but it was sweat, right? This nigga stopped the fight. He treating the shit like one of his sparring sessions.
Not a oh shit. Hell, oh,
That's how
that
that
is
nigga
like a
acts in
sparring session if
sparring,
you
bruh.
think about it. Oh, I got something in my eye. Let me hold up, time out. That
Yeah,
is very true. That is like a sparring session. I
that's
didn't
how he
think about
treated
that
that
shit.
shit. He treated that shit like his mental health. Like I'm concerned about the nigga mental health. He been crying that shit the whole fight. Nigga, I need a mental health break. And you in the fight acting like it's a sparring session. You don't know what round it is, my nigga. You stopping the fight to get, bruh. Come on, man. You not taking this shit serious. You wasn't taking it serious before you got in there, and you fighting them right now, and you still not taking it serious. Keeshawn Davis beats the dog shit out that nigga. Let's keep it real.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that, dog. He's still the pound for pound one, the pound for pound best.
I'm
I
not
just say
saying he not. I'm
that
talking
would
about
diminish
no,
what
no, no.
I feel.
Time
That
out,
would
my nigga.
diminish
Time out. Time out.
what my dog.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about the nigga that Lamont Roach fought last night. I'm not talking about Gervonta Tank Davis. I'm talking about an unfocused dude who's smoking weed, doing camp, not listening to his two head coaches, right? In his corner, ridiculous bullshit, right? It's kind of like that nigga. You can't step to Keeshawn Davis acting like that, not knowing what round it is. Nigga, Lamont Roach Jr. did a good thing, but he by no means is a Keeshawn Davis, my nigga. And I know that's your man's, but let's not be ridiculous. Don't compare skill levels with these two niggas, bruh. When you fight Keeshawn Davis, you gotta come correct and you gotta be serious, my nigga. You can't have two head coaches and not listen to neither one of them, bruh. You can't not know what round it is. Keeshawn, if Lamont Roach Jr. was able to go the distance with that version of Tank Davis, imagine what Keeshawn Davis would have did to that little nigga, man. Like, come on, bruh. I know that's your boy, bruh. I know that's your boy. Like, for real. Even your phone don't agree with you. That's why you blacked out. But let's keep it real. Lamont Roach Jr. is not an elite level, right? He's not an elite level champion like a Keeshawn Davis or Shakur Stevenson or Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, what he did was great, but Tank lost that fight, man. And when I say Tank lost it, like it was a draw, I wouldn't have been mad, real talk, if they would have gave it to Lamont because of the knockdown. That shit was a knockdown. So if you want to shout robbery, I can't argue with that either. Cause that whole shit about Jerry curl juice in my eyes, nigga, come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Like it's just certain shit you gotta call out, man. And like that's what it is. That's what it is. And they keep saying Tank got more shit in his bag, right? But that's the focus. Gervonta Tank Davis. That nigga's a beast. That nigga's a generational talent. But this nigga with two head coaches and don't listen to neither one of them and telling Calvin Ford to shut up, nah, nigga. That nigga got to get it together. That nigga needs a mental health break. That nigga. That's just how I feel about it, bruh. And shout out to Lamont Roach. But Hollywood Tank Davis can't be running up on Shakur Stevenson and Keeshawn Davis like he did last night, bruh. Yeah, bro. The fame, bruh. The fame done got him, bruh. Like this is I'm like real talk, man. Like I'm joking this shit, right? But it's some truth to this shit. Like the nigga acting different, man. It's just something weird about the vibe right now, bruh. Yo, Kawhi, you wild, my nigga. Yo, he says Tommy Hearns fought with Jerry Curl Juice all the time, man. He never complained. Oh shit, yo, cat, no, straight up, man, no cap, no cap, no cap. Yo, they said that nigga used to be sparring with a shower cap on, man. The shower cap on over under the headgear. Yeah. Let me see what we talking about in the chat, man. Yeah, the fame, man, the fame. Like that nigga got to get it together, man. Like everybody can't handle the fame. Like Floyd Mayweather can handle the fame. Sugar Ray Leonard can handle the fame. And but Sugar Ray talk about like he was wild behind the scenes though. Yo, 901 Dre, you don't see Shakur beating who? Yo, LaCoy Thrower say, because Tank need a shot of Patron, he missed drinking. Yo, Richard Plug said, do Tank got enough power to, do Shakur got enough power to keep Tank off of him? The answer is no. Shakur's hands are on the clock, my nigga. Yo, salute to GXTV, man. He said Tank could have easily outboxed Roach last night, but I think he hurt his hand and started to panic. I don't know what it was, yo. GXTV. That nigga was not focused, bro. That nigga was not focused, man. And like the condition of his corner, it's well known. I stated that that's my favorite team in boxing. What I saw last night was a clown show, was a sitcom, was an episode of Martin, nigga. That shit was ridiculous. Yo, yeah, Kato Mills, yo, bro, real talk. Like, I still ain't got cool beating Tank. Like, people gonna start to turn on Tank right now, but let's not get it twisted. That's still Tank Davis, right? So if his people, the people that really fuck with him, even if he was broke, they gotta help this nigga. He's crying for help. This nigga is saying out loud, I need a mental health break. They should make sure he gets that. Cause that shit last night was crazy, nigga. That shit was crazy. Yeah, GXTV, he needs Kenny and Calvin back giving instructions. That's what I'm saying, bruh. OG told me, Barry said, don't worry about what we got going on over here. Yeah, because Barry Hunter's a smart businessman, bro. Like from what I hear about the nigga, he's a smart businessman. And like he already said, like he knows the best fight for Tank would be in the way. Would be. And you know what's crazy? Hollywood Tank looked bad enough to actually make people consider fighting him now. Yeah, Mark Cleveland got to land punches to get someone. And Stevenson got great legs. Yep. And great eyes, man. But frail hands. But he could run around and just outbox the best of them. GOAT level talent. No. LaCoy Thrower, Tank not can't beat no skilled tall fighter. I think that's a typo. I guess he's saying Tank can't beat no skilled tall fighter. Gervonta Tank Davis, man, like I'm telling you, man, like people gonna turn on him right now because of last night, but he had an off night. Shit happened. He wasn't listening to his trainers, and it was a joke in the corner, and that's what it is. That's what it is. But I'm not gonna act like that's not Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? All them knockouts wasn't lucky. Pancho Villa, Keeshawn beats Tank. From what I seen last night, Pancho Villa, Keeshawn beats that version of Tank. Two head coaches not listening to neither one of them. Stop the fight. I'm sweating too much. Referee, he hit me. Nigga, don't touch me. Right? That nigga, Keeshawn beats the shit out of that nigga. Telling Calvin Ford, shut up. Like, yeah, Keeshawn beats that nigga. Yes, he does. But Gervonta Tank Davis, I don't know. He beats Hollywood, though. He beats Hollywood Tank. Yo, yeah, Mark Cleveland, like I'm telling you, he said, oh, now it wasn't him. It looked like him to me. I'm not, I don't guess you catching what I'm saying, bruh. The nigga's not focused, and he's sending you to the mental health break. So, like, yeah, that's not the same guy who's a fucking killer, right? Who's focused, who's collecting data, who knows when he about to knock your ass out because he sees a mistake you make, right? So, yeah, that's really not, that wasn't this, an unfocused person is not the same person they are at their best. Yo, Scoop Money, you said, I don't even want the rematch, bro. This shit was ass. They worked us. uh, oh my God. They worked us. The sport is over. Scoop Money. Yo, I don't want that rematch either, bro. I don't want that rematch either, bro. Yo, Quentin Drew. Keeshawn haven't fought nobody yet. Why ain't nobody fight Pitbull yet? Okay, I mean, like if you look at boxing, like people know Keeshawn is mean, bro. That boy the truth, man. And I'm just saying. And yeah, you're right. He's still just getting started. He's just getting started. But that nigga's the truth. Remember I told you. Yeah, the sport's not over, man. The sport's not over, bro. Real talk. Mark Cleveland, the sport not over. Canelo and Bud gonna be a banger. Fuck yeah, it is. Fuck yeah, it is. Yeah, that Canelo Bud fight gonna be lit. That shit gonna be lit, man. It's like people can say what they want about Bud. He coming to fight. And so is Canelo. It should be good. Your favorite barber, peace. Even with the draw, this was the biggest shack up in boxing. Let me see. In the past decade, shows the greatness of Tank and you 100%. Hollywood, yeah, Hollywood Tank. Yeah, he got to be he gonna be the end of his career. Hollywood Tank is trash, bro. Not as a fighter, but as like a person. Like Hollywood Tank, anybody would tell Calvin Ford to shut up, man. Fuck that. That's fucked up. That's trash. That's a nigga that's gone Hollywood though, for real. That shit really happens though. I done seen that shit out here working in Hollywood. That shit happens to niggas, man. Yep, yep, yep. Trey Gaming. Love Barry, but that corner needs Calvin and Kenny. Best team in boxing. Tank Calvin and Kenny. Best team in boxing. Like facts. I done seen Barry Hunter twice now, man. Tank with the distance in both them Barry Hunter fights. It's a fact. And last night, like, it's whatever, right? I know you gotta appease the talent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta appease the talent, right? But at the same time, you still gotta do your job. The instant Tank would have came up on, if I'm in that position, me, not saying if I was them niggas, but if I'm in that position, I'm probably gonna get fired, right? Because the instant that nigga would have came up to me and said, listen, I got an idea. I think it'd be great if we go win with 2 head trainers, 2 head coaches. I would straight up tell him, nah, man, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like facts. And that's what it is. And I probably would have got fired. But look at the results of that. All them niggas look like clowns up there, man. Check that corner. All them niggas look like clowns. As juxtaposed to Lamont Roach Jr. corner. where his dad is giving him strong, solid advice. It was like a movie. It was like a life lesson in a movie, right? You got over here the new father, right? Training for him is a family affair. He's family oriented. It's like the Kendrick Drake beef, right? You got the family oriented guy over here, father, solid trainer, giving him solid advice. Over in the next corner, superstar, celebrity boxer, two head trainers, right? Not listening to either one of them motherfuckers, right? Doing crazy shit, like stopping the fight to wipe his brow, right? Like, his corner looked like chaos. The other man's corner looked like it had a foundation. It was the perfect juxtaposition. Like, you can't write this shit in a movie script. Yo, salute to Lamont Roach Jr., man. Hollywood Tank needed his ass beat, especially if he gonna be telling Calvin to shut up. That nigga needed his ass whipped. Scoop money. They say Tank was getting help from Google. Mark Cleveland, he got humble. I mean, yeah, all fighters gonna have an off night, bro. All fighters gonna have an off night, and he was extremely lucky to walk out of there with the draw. Extremely lucky, because Lamont wasn't scared of him. And Lamont had just enough to beat him that night, bro. That's a fact. And that shit happens. And Tank obviously wasn't focused. And I remember arguing with y'all niggas, right? Because somebody said it could end up like Buster Douglas and Mike Tyson. And my argument was wrong, right? Because I said Mike Tyson was doing drugs, right? And not focused. And just pulled up to fight Buster Douglas and still almost knocked him out, right? Tank Davis was obviously not focused. I don't know what he was doing in recreational time. He was smoking weed in the video, but I don't know about his recreational habits, but he was obviously not focused, right? And he was also crying out for mental health in every interview, right? Saying he wants to retire in every interview leading up to the fight. And goes into the fight acting a goddamn fool, man. Acting a goddamn fool, bruh. Like, yo, so, I mean, that nigga was not focused, bruh. And so that's a problem. That's a problem. Real talk, Scoop Money. That nigga was picking out his outfit. Yeah, bruh. He was not taking Lamont Roach serious. He really thought he was just going to go in there and do what he do. All he got to do is work out. I'm in great physical shape. He working out, right? I got the new coach. Matter of fact, I'm so good, man. I just need both of my coaches just there giving me all sorts of different advice in my ear in the middle of a fight, right? And the dude that works out all these masterful game plans, right? Because, nigga, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Coach Kenny the Bible maps out Tank's opponents, bruh. Tank got all them knockouts because he has a team, man. That's a solid team, bruh. Like, niggas wonder about Tank's power. His power is based off his timing and his accuracy, bruh. He knows how to hit a nigga and put him down, right? When he's focused. But when he Hollywood, he doing all types of weird shit. And because he's a celebrity, niggas will give him a pass with it. He ain't had nobody pull him to the side and say, listen, Tank, this whole two head coaches thing, dumb as shit, my guy. Dumb as shit. But it's all good, though. It's all good, though. I know what you're trying to do. Your heart's in the right place, but we really trying to win this fight. No, I know you a beast, right? I know you a beast, but I'm also a beast at what I do. That's why you paying me, right? So no two head coaches, or I quit. Fuck out of here. He had all them niggas looking silly up there last night, man. Tank's corner was hilarious, man. That shit was hilarious. Yeah, Mark Cleveland, them punches don't look like they had the same intent on them last night, man. For real, for real. Scoop Money said he didn't want to fight. School money. Tank had no idea who to listen to, man. That nigga was stressed out. Yeah, and the nigga in front of him ain't afraid of him. It came to fight, right? And now it's like, right? It's like the system was a system for a reason, right? The shit works, and nothing you do, you could have two like motherfuckers barking in your ear in a time of battle. It shit just don't work, bruh. But Tank figured he started to look at the videos niggas like me make, right? And believe all that shit. And just think he's some type of super nigga, right? To where he ain't even gotta listen to his coaches. He just gotta pull up. Come on, man. Come on, man. Thinking like that gonna get you knocked the fuck out, man. Like, yeah, come on, man. You still got to put in the work, man. Yes, you naturally gifted, but you lucky that was your man. Because Lamont Roach didn't get mean with you. You wasn't in there with a killer that would have said, oh, this nigga's lacking. Imagine what Keeshawn Davis would have did to that version of Tank last night. He coming into the fight, not focused. Two head coaches, not listening to the niggas, right? Just thinking he gonna pull up, not knowing what motherfucking round it is. How you got two head coaches in your corner and don't know what round it is, bruh? What the fuck is really going on? For real, man. And yo, and who you got on the squad, their job is to hand you a towel in the middle of the round to wipe your forehead, nigga. The fuck type of weird shit is going on, man? Yeah, it's just the way I see it, man. But yeah, it's school money. I agree, bro. Like that whole thing, man. Got these two coaches, and you know, man. Like I kind of wish I had the audio of that corner, right, to play along with the fight. I know that shit'd be funnier than any TV show, man. I know them niggas was going at each other, man, in between rounds. I know Coach Kenny was looking at this shit like, man, I can't believe what I'm seeing, bro. Coach Kenny up there looking like, man, this shit is really happening, man. This is like like for real, man. It's like that shit had to be heartbreaking to that nigga, bro. Yeah, Brody, yeah. But yo, I'm about to wrap it up, man. I'm about to wrap it up, Brody. But yeah, until next time, let's school the power, the casual boxing fan. Peace.